Welcome back. It is so nice to be out. That's some trek we did. We took a long route right along the kind of hill path, skirted around the hill. So welcome back to Dave and Audrey Does Outdoors. We've not been at this spot for ages, and because it's the end of like a little reservoir and it's been quite dry, really probably the last 5 or 6 weeks, all the water's down, so it's not quite. I was hoping to get a nice swim even now, but in the morning it's all muddy, so I don't know if I'll get in for a swim, but we'll try and find somewhere else on the way out tomorrow morning. But there's loads of wood still up here. There's a nice little flat bit just where the camera is there, so we've got the Scarp. We're going to get the Scarp up. There's been 40 mile/hour winds this afternoon. The last time we were up here in the teepee, it was really windy as well, so I'm hoping that it will settle down. But fire, steak, pizza, Scarp, cosy. She's on good form. Not been out for ages, so just so glad to be out for a whole night in the fresh air. I've put on the extra coat already. We're still early May, so but going to get the tent up. In fact, I might even get the fire on, let that cook up a little bit. I'm going to have sirloin steak with pizza, avocado, just a wee bit of a mix. Mia made some pizza at school the other day, so we're going to try and heat that up on the fire. Stay tuned, got a nice chilled night ahead. I've made a simple little stone ring. There's been a couple of fires here, plenty away from any roots. The ground's quite damp and I'm not worried about a fire. That's all just stuff lying about. I'm just going to put some small little dry stuff on the bottom and then get it going. I can't be bothered sawing lots of nice little bits of wood up because I've got my old, what do I do with it? It's across there, my old folding up saw, but it's really quite blunt. I'll probably end up asking for one. I never got anything for my birthday because I was hanging out for a watch, but I might end up getting, after today there'll be a couple of things that I could do with, so a fold up saw is one. But I'm just going to sort of lay the longer bits on. I've got my little grill tonight and a couple of pots. So rather than sawing all that, I'll just kind of feed it all in, the longer bits. And there's plenty of this dry stuff. So every time the fire goes down, I can just put a big bit of this on and I'll just kind of take it off nicely, does it? So let's see if we can get this into sort of a shape. Let's get that on in a winner. So we're looking forward to a nice chill night, but I'm getting hungry, so right, that'll do as a kind of bed, and then we can just light the fire on top of that. One of these little fire starters will be really good. I'm getting hungry, so I just want it on. I'll just drop that in the middle of that and put some bigger stuff on it, and then I'll let the fire sit. Always put your stuff back away. That's in my beside my gas cooker for tomorrow morning. Couple of wee things though, the priority is to really kind of try and ascertain a really nice flat bit that you can visualise you sleeping on, because there's nothing worse than pitching your tent and you're on an absolute nightmare of a slope, or you just can't get flat. So there's a really nice kind of flat looking bit pretty well here. I'm not bothered about what way the door's open. I was hoping to have a bit of a sort of water view. That's not going to happen. So the tent can be configured anywhere, so it's really just about getting a nice flat. This is just a plastic sheeting for the ground sheet. It's helped to keep the bottom of our tent really clean, and if there's really sharp pines and things, it's good to add a little bit of protection. That's one of the good things about such a strong wind. The fire loves it. We've gone luxury tonight. We've got the chair. Oh, I enjoyed that walk in. It's a decent hike. Probably, I don't know, a couple of miles, if not a bit longer, with the full pack on. So, and with things like this, this is it a kilogram? It's not far off it. Doors open, tent's looking good there. Nice. Let's not have that blowing in the fire. I've got my little grill, which really was effective space-wise. Sorry about the wind, by the way. It's space-wise, it all goes into that little tube. So there's an inner tube and an outer. So it all goes in to the one tube. And let's see what we're doing. Let's get cooking. What have we got in here? Gherkins. I'm starving. A nice bit of sirloin beef. I'm going to wrap that up and just get that straight in there like that. What I'm doing, Mia made a pizza at school. And apparently there's cheese in the so I'm going to try and create an oven by putting the pizza in there and then putting that kind of steak on, pizza on. Oh, I can smell that. That's looking, oh, this pizza, let's see if it's warm. I'm sure the bottom will be a bit burnt. Not too bad. Steak, avocado, homemade coleslaw, Mia's homemade pizza made in school, cooked on the fire. Avocado, steak. That pizza Mia stuffed the crust with cheese or something. April makes the best homemade coleslaw. Cooked. I've chopped a little bit of chopped a little bit of steak up. Try and get some water out of this. It's quite muddy by the water's edge, so I'm not too sure. I've got a nice little toffee flavoured bio yogurt just to finish off. What a nice night. I'm going to put a coffee on the fire. I think we'll get the place to ourselves tonight. Don't get anyone else to turn up here. It's obviously a well-used spot. There's a couple of fire pits and bits of I was expecting the water to be up, but it's obviously been quite dry. Simple case of putting that on it, and again it tells you what way the flow is. Just run that through that filter. Get in there. Cheers, folks. Oh, I miss that wee pour through coffee maker. I normally use the kind of Bialetti stovetop, and that wee thing just makes really, really nice dark coffee. You need to drink it quite quick, so it seems to get quite cold in this little Barbie mug. This was all my kids' mug. It was in our caravan. We had a caravan for years. I missed the caravan. Brilliant fun. Especially getting up north. Hultifer's forged. I think it's like a chopping axe it's called. Quite small handle. I want to put a kind of lanyard through. I put the paracord to protect it a little bit. Not using it much. It's a really nice, cheap, £40 I think it was. But it's still hand forged. So you're going to get a head that will last. This will probably get handed down to one of the kids, one of the grandkids. Oh, what a thought. It seemed like the thought of like one of my grandkids using this axe somewhere even here. Oh man. That fills my heart with love. I just wanted to mention that we'd lost somebody else up in Dundee this week. A dear, dear guy called Brian, who had been a volunteer, who had helped us. I remember him fixing a gate. He was an engineer fixing this gate out the back of where we used to work up in Dundee at the Garden of Hope. Really, really skilled man, and he was almost 50. A dad, a son, a friend, a guitar player, an engineer. When I was leaving my job up in Dundee, he played a few tracks on the guitar, and I was watching them on the video tonight. And my heart goes out to Jer, who was like really close with Brian. And I'd met his mum and dad a lot, his son, his daughter. Just really, really good people. So this week my heart's been tinged with sadness as well. In amongst a lot of good things, there's been some really nice family. That's why I've not been out for a good few weeks. My baby sister turned 50, so we had a really nice weekend with her, and Mia turned 14. She had lots of friends over in the garden, and just been really, really busy. My cousin was up from London, Carolyn. Spent some time with her, which was great. So just this week though, just another loss. Right guys, that's us. What a nice night that was by the fire. Pretty windy, but really good for the fire. Food was toppy, the pizza particularly from Mia, and bit of steak, bit of pudding, coffee, nice. She's chilled. So yep, not sure what the plan is tomorrow. We'll get up. I want to get some cold water, but not too sure. I'm not going to go into that muddy bit down there where we got the water out of. But we'll see. So I've got my berg house down to 0, sleeping bag. We've still got the winter inner on the Scarp, so I'm not expecting to be cold. It's not going to get down to freezing. It's just chilly in the wind, so we're out the wind, so it should be fine. So listen, we'll catch you in the morning. Night night. Morning folks. That's about 7. Wind settled down last night. Nice and warm. She's living her best as per. Not much sun, it's getting windy again this morning, so I'm just going to get a wee coffee, probably get up. I'm still determined to get a bit of cold water somewhere, so I'm not too sure. We might sort of pack up and have a walk and see if there's an access point down on the other bit of water somewhere that's not as muddy. So, but coffee, I don't think I've got much. I think I've got a couple of little bits of fruit. So, but a good night, nice and warm. Tent was superb as usual. I don't think any condensation. So well done to the Scarp. Yeah, coffee time. Last night's little bit of sirloin. Lucky little girl with her dad out in the woods. So we're just going to bash on the gas. Not sure. Yeah, I must have had a dream that was not in my bag. This is the little pot stand. Just just adds a bit of stability. I'm just doing it behind the tent because it's quite windy still. So just kind of do it here. It's really nice and secure in having that gas cylinder stand. I would definitely recommend it, because especially the bigger canisters are quite high, and then as you put the cooker bit on top, it can become really top heavy. And if that's on and it hits your tent, that's the last thing you want. Right. That was a really nice night. Hadn't been out for ages. I just wanted to mention that that's us kind of officially not wearing masks anywhere, which is really, really nice. Just to start feeling the kind of back of that pandemic is excellent, it really is. Doing my shopping in Edinburgh. Here's to the recovering from all of that. I'm going to start trying to get out again every weekend. I've really missed it the last few weeks. Pure medicine, just like out, really nice fire last night and good sleep. Thanks again for tuning in. Remember to hit the subscribe button. Slowly inching toward 1,000 followers. We're going to try and get to 1,000 by next Christmas, which would be absolutely amazing. Packing away doesn't take too long. Just go around, get all your. Again, it's good having bright orange pegs. You don't tend to lose them as much. We're going to crack on. We're going to walk around that way. Not signed off. Great night last night, nice and flat. Good sleep, she's fine. I've got her jumper off. We're going to need to trek around this way a bit, follow the path. Reservoir, it looks like a good sort of size of water, so but this little corner here looks nice just for a little bob about. You can walk along the stones here, and that'll just be stones there. Yeah, there's no one about and the sun's coming out. This is quickly getting to my embers. Looks cold, but has to be done. Seriously muddy, I'm going to go over here. you access it on that little stony bit. Nice. Not quite done. I'm just going to switch off the camera. Yeah, save a bit of power. Not quite signed off. I'll sign off once I get my clothes on. I'm going to go back into that little bit there. Oh, that's nice. Super nice. A little bit. She gets a bit chilly when she's sitting still. But that was really nice. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoyed that little wild camp with me and Audrey. Remember, smash the sub button if you've not. Really appreciate it. Hope everyone's taking care. See you soon.